Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It's Friday, the 31st of January. This is our weekly recap. Happy end of the first month. Hope it was a good month for all of you. If you're interested in learning more about me, this goes out to all my subs as well as everybody on my email list and on YouTube. You can check me out at smartoptiontrading.com. Come in. I do teaching. I have a newsletter for free. And if you want to be with me every day, we have a live room that's open. I'll give you a sample video here along with the one you're about to get. And, we do options flow, technicals, trades. We have videos, morning setups every day. If you can't be live with us the whole time, nightly recaps talking about what looks good and what's going on. And we do a webinar every week for subscribers where we teach them what's going on, questions we can't answer during market hours. We go over trading things, indicators, and studies I like to use, flow. Any questions you guys may have. Bottom line, $25 for the first 30 days and $100 their month thereafter. All right. So the week that was here, we're not even going to look at the daily chart because it's just not really worth it here. This market has desperately needed some type of pullback, and last week it started showing some issues in here. And and here you go. We closed on Friday week. We closed below the 8-day for the first time last week. You got a gap down, follow down on Monday. We bounced into the 8-day on Tuesday. On Wednesday, Fed day, we pushed briefly above it, came back. Yesterday, we pushed to it, looked good, and then they gapped us down this morning, and it's been straight down ever since. And at this point, I'd be looking here that the 50-day is definitely in play. We are 3% pullback, 5% is at 316.30. And a lot of people right now are sitting out there saying, I'm really afraid, a lot of them, of what's going to happen on Sunday night when the Chinese markets for the first time in a week. They're worried about that this virus is rampaging out of control and that China's lying at this point. And you kind of just have to take all this with a grain of salt and say, okay, they could be right, but they have no proof or no evidence of it at this point. So everybody kind of needs to relax a little bit and see what the market brings. You should be focusing on your shopping list, what you want to buy on this dip, what you really want to be in, as a lot of names have been beaten up here pretty good. I know for me, the casinos are on my list. So, next target to the downside is around this 320 area, just above it, 320.50 into that. And then if we lose that, then we start looking down towards the 316 area. That's where we kind of had some old support in the 5%, and we'll see from there. No panic here. Look at the volume today. While it's high at 72 million shares with about 40 minutes to go, it's not panic. It's not capitulation type volume. And, so you just kind of have to look at this and say, okay, what are we likely to get here? The VIX popped up today, another big move up, right? Got above 19, but not struggling to hold on here. When you look at other things, we saw HYG this week, which we used to see what's going on. After that big move down, it popped up, reversal candle on Wednesday, gap down, big reversal candle yesterday, now back down again. Still signaling that all is not well here in this market when we look at this. And then you go to the charts. Apple, beautiful earnings beat, now gave that all back. And on the 21-day, this is your first area you'd look to buy Apple if it held here. This is not a bad place. It's basically been holding here the entire time. AMD, earnings were okay. Guidance was not great, but it bounced up and it's holding in here, right? If it can get back above this 8-day and fill this gap, continues to hold in okay. Square was a monster this week, all the way to 77. Gap fill is up here around 80. And, despite the wicked action, it's flagging here like it wants to go higher. So this one continues to look good. Crowd had a nice bounce back this week, trying to hold in here. Zoom, nice move, not caring what the market's doing here, right? Continues to try to push up here and higher. Tesla has not cared what this market's doing this week after earnings, right? Look at it. It's green today in a down market. Amazon is now back in play after this huge earning beat. Yeah, it's giving a whole bunch back, but that's okay. Look at the size of this gap. We now have a range to trade against. Bottom line is this market, while it could use this coming in, if you like names, you should be making shopping lists. I'll be putting charts up, but Wynn has earnings this week. Looks good. What else we have going on going into next? LK's been beaten up. Boy, that was a news magnet today. You had Muddy Waters saying that they're a fraud and they're short. And then you had Citron coming in and saying they're long it and they love it and they're going to defend them. All right. But all these names, these China names have been beaten up, like Baba, right? That's been beaten up. Starbucks, which has a lot of business in China, has been beaten up. This could be on your bounce list. McDonald's, despite having a lot of China exposure, is holding in really great here after earnings. So bottom line here, this is the time where you got to make your shopping list and see what you want to do. Whether you want to go home long or short here is up to you. I'm probably going to go home flat, but we'll see what Trump has to say here around 3:30. Hope everybody has a great Super Bowl weekend and enjoys the big game, and charts on Sunday before it. Catch you guys later.